morning, everyone. Paul McMann here with Forex Smart Trade. So glad you could be with us this morning. Here at Forex Smart Trade, our mission is to help you become the best version of yourself. And we do that by teaching you how to become financially independent by currency trading, and specifically currency trading with our super accurate proprietary trading tools. And we supplement those tools with what we consider to be the best in the business one-on-one personalized training, which we think is the only way to effectively learn currency trading. In this session, one of the benefits of trading or learning to use our tools is we do live trades like this every day, and we will show you one of the many signals. Today I'm going to use two of the signals, the one called the 10-point trade and another called the thick orange line trade, which is a little quick scalp trade. So one, you can learn, and two, you can see how accurate they are, and three, you get a trade to bank in your account. That's generally a good trade. So with that, let us get going, and we need to start with this guy.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advanced written permission.
One of the great things about us is that we do these live trades where we have experienced traders like me, and I've been trading a little under 3 years, come online and walk you through an analysis that we do to trade, and then at the end of the day, you're able to execute that trade and see how accurate we are. In addition, every evening, Monday through Thursday, I send out a trade recommendation. You don't get to see how I figure it out, but that trade recommendation is generally very accurate. In fact, last night's trade actually closed quite early. Usually I don't expect it to close till 2 or 3 in the morning while we're in bed, but it closed before we went to bed last night. So if you haven't been, I would copy those trades. You can take it so long as it hasn't passed the whatever the take profit is on it. 90% of the time they are market buys or sells, and I would say 99% of the time that it's on the Euro USD, which is the pair I like to trade the most. So with that, let us get into our trade this morning, and I work off of a routine. First step is, which I've done before you've come on, is to refresh everything. And I guess today all my charts locked up this morning. Apparently they sent out a refresh. When they send out a refresh, you have to close everything down and reopen it. So I did it early enough so that we didn't have to deal with it. Good habit, not just for trading, but for life, is to kind of do a review of the day at the end of the day, and with a little meditation, figure out how we could improve on what we're doing. The indicators work. They are very accurate. Learning the trade will change your life. It will give you more better finances and much better time independence, and allows you to be your own boss and work from home. So in reviewing yesterday, you want to see what you did wrong. I recommend taking a screenshot when you take the trade. If you're doing that 5-in-1 trade, it becomes a little hard because you're taking so many trades. But as you notice, I'm going to be trading off of a 1-hour chart, and typically I'm trying to get 3 or 4 trades a day. That gets me to the 30 pips I'm looking for, and I quit once I get to that point. In terms of reviewing yesterday, on Monday, this is a demo account. On Monday, we didn't find a trade. On Tuesday, we found a thick orange line trade and a 10-point trade. Both closed profitably, so there's not much to review there. But for you, it is a good habit to go back and review. As we're technical traders, that means we're trading based on the price action, and with the indicators are very, very good at being able to pick up the future movement of the pairs. But what also affects them is news. So we want to know what that news is and then be able to trade around it. So we go to forexfactory.com, and in forexfactory.com, it breaks the news down into kind of 3 convenient categories. Yellow is low impact, orange is medium impact. And the next thing coming up at 7:45 are some red, are some high impact items on the euro. So we've got 2 high impact items on the euro, one at 7:45, one at 8:30, which is within 2 hours of now. Usually, if I'm going to trade on something that has a red impact, I want to be out of it 2 hours beforehand. So we are going to probably skip trading on anything with the euro in it. And then also at 8:30, we've got a bunch of oranges here. There are some people that say when you have multiple oranges, that equals a red. So we need to also be a little concerned here on trading on the euro, on the USD. We got unemployment claims, we got home sales, and gross domestic product index. So we'll think about our USD trades, but definitely we want to stay out of the euro. So with that, let's get going. This chart is one of the core charts. It's the it is the light 6 major. It has 6 different currency pairs on it. I call it the composite chart. It is a 1-hour chart with it, which means the candles are 1 hour. I have 1 hour's worth of information. I start in the middle with the middle chart, which is the majors and minors. And I'm looking for situations where we are oversold, which means it's a buying opportunity, or the lines are above the blue, overbought, which means it's a selling opportunity. So right now on the AUD USD, we're in the middle of the channel, so we're going to pass. Euro USD, we're in the middle of the channel, not quite halfway. I would sometimes consider this, but our issue today is we want to stay away from the euro. So we're going to pass on this. This I might consider, but as we're going to stay away from the euro, let's keep going. Euro USD, we're in the middle of the channel, more than halfway going. Majors are going down, minors are going sideways. So what I'm looking for is agreement. I want to catch something down here or up here where the lines are all going up or all going down. And then I want to get confirmation from the other sections of the chart to see that. So it's really quite simple if you can just see where the when everything lines up. So right now, USD Canadian, we're oversold, but the lines are going sideways. USD Swiss franc, we kind of got overbought, and then it went back. Miners are going down. It's in the channel, but the majors are going kind of sideways versus down. I really want these lines going down, and I like to catch it up above the blue so I can get a nice run. I'm looking for that run all the way through the channel. Like, for example, here on the USD Canadian, we were overbought. Everybody started pointing down, and then we got this nice down move. I want to catch this down move. Oops. Let me see here. I want to catch this down move, which was good for 16 pips. So that's why I'm looking to catch it on one end or the other. USD JPY. Oops. Let me. We've got. How do I get rid of this? There we go. We're in the middle of the channel, and the majors have just gone over halfway. So I don't feel there's enough room here to get what I want. So I am going to go to my next set of charts. And what I've done is I've cloned this chart and then just put in different currency pairs. When you have a little chevron here, you want to push them all the way forward to get current time. Euro pound. This is a nice signal. In fact, I like this signal quite a bit. What makes it nice is the lines are all clustered together and nice and tight. And I've got a nice slope on the green line for the major. So everybody's pointing up. If I continue with my analysis, the two orange lines up. So here I've got 3 points. The 3 points are: 1, we're oversold; 2, all the lines are pointing up; and 3, we've got the double cross where the green line is over the red and the gray line is over the black. And as I said, I like this specific signal. If you see this, this is money in the bank pretty much all day long. I go up to get confirmation. Each of the sections of the chart are measuring something different. So if I can get confirmation across all 3 sections that this is a buy, then it's a good buy. And then all I need to do is figure out how much it's worth. 2 orange lines are going up, which is buy. Blue lines are inversely related. So when blue is going down, that means buy. So the thick blue is going down. So I got 3 of the 4. I need a minimum of 3 out of the 4. On the pressure, I have got down pressure. The lines are going down, but they're going down less steeply. They're starting to go sideways, but the green is crossed over on top. If green is crossed over on top, that supports the buy, or if the lines were going up. But green crossing over supports the buy. So I've got 7 points here. But the problem is Euro D, if we go back to our news, we got this coming up, and I don't want to be taking a trade while this news is coming up, because I can't predict what the monetary policy is going to, what the statement's going to be and how it's going to impact. So we're just going to stay out of it. Australian dollar, yen, we're kind of halfway, so I'm going to pass. Euro Canadian, minors are going up, majors are kind of sideways. I don't like the sideways. To me, this isn't going up enough. We do have the double cross, but I'm going to pass on this. Even if it wasn't the euro, which we're not going to trade this morning, I still don't like this signal enough to trade on it. AUD, New Zealand dollar. We've got conflicting signals here. Minors are going up, majors are going down, so we'll pass. Pound yen. We are already in the channel. We were overbought. We're in the channel. Majors are going down. Minors are going down. Majors aren't halfway there. That's usually what I'm looking at. The majors are halfway at the halfway line. I'm going to pass on it, but we do have 3 points here. So then I'm going to look to my TNTs. The 2 orange lines are going down. Thick blue is going up. So I've got 3 of the 4 here. Usually, the 3 that we'll see that'll be consistent will be the 2 orange lines and the dotted blue. The thick blue is usually the last to turn to support what we're seeing. And then I'm going to go down to my pressure. We have sideways pressure here, which isn't good enough for me. I either want down pressure where the lines are going down, or I want the red line on top. The one thing I do like about the pressure here is that the slope of the green line, which is one of the things I look at in the pressure, is the slope is going down versus the slope still going up. But this isn't going, like, I want both lines going down. This to me is sideways, so I'm going to pass. Ideally, I would like a little steeper on the pressure here, but I'd still consider it if we had the down pressure here. We don't, so let's keep going. Euro AUD, the minors are going up, majors are going sideways, so we're going to pass. And then we'll go to our third set of charts. Update them. Canadian dollar, yen. We are overbought. Minors are coming down. Majors are going sideways, so we'll pass. Euro, New Zealand dollar. Minors are going way up. Majors are kind of halfway and sideways, so I'm going to pass. Pound of New Zealand dollar. I like this. Overbought. Everybody's coming down. Nice. We've got the double cross on both, and the steepness on the majors is terrific. I like this a lot. So let's go up and take a look here. We don't have it here. We've got the thick orange going down. The thin orange is sideways. It's just these borderline sideways and coming down. Thick blue is going up, which means down. Dotted blue going down, which means up. Ooh, this guy is borderline, giving us 3 out of 4. I want a kind of a solid 3 out of 4. Again, I want to be picky. I don't have to force a trade. And I know when I have all the elements here, I'm going to have a better trade. Just for the heck of it, let's take a look at the pressure. The pressure's not there yet either. We've got sideways pressure with green on top. Again, I do like that the green line is going down, but it's not quite there yet. So we're going to pass on pound New Zealand dollar. New Zealand dollar, yen, we're more than halfway into the channel. Gold, dollar. Minors are going up. Majors are more sideways. So I don't like this enough to take it. Bitcoin dollar. Minors coming down, majors going up and kind of starting to roll, but not there yet. So let's go to the next grouping. So we've gone through 18 pairs so far. Still haven't seen anything. Again, when you have the chevrons, click on them to get it to update. Australian dollar, Canadian, minors are going up. Majors aren't quite there yet. I don't have the double cross. Swiss franc, yen, we're more than halfway in the channel. Euro, yen, we're halfway in. Australian or pound, Australian dollar. This is a nice signal, but we're more than halfway, so I'm going to pass. Again, what makes it nice? Lines are all clustered together, and there's the steepness on the green line is terrific. We've got the two orange lines going down. Actually, we don't have 4 points here, so we might have missed it. We only have 2, but we do have down pressure. Had we caught this sooner, I might sometimes bend the rule on the having 3 out of the 4 here if I've got the pressure here, because the pressure is kind of a more important indicator than up here than the TNTs. But in any case, we're more than halfway, so I'm going to pass. I don't know how much more of a move there is when we get to this halfway point. That's why I'm passing. When I'm up here, I can better predict that I'm going to get anywhere from 5 to 30 pips on a setup like this on a 1-hour chart. New Zealand dollar, Swiss franc. We don't have agreement on the majors and minors. Canadian dollar, Swiss franc. We don't have an agreement on the majors and minors. And per the recommendation of someone a week or 2 ago, we have added some of the indexes. I don't know what these different indexes are, but they are indexes. But what I do know is the indicators work on whatever the index is. So we're oversold. Everybody's going up, and I've got the double cross. So I've got 3 points here. I prefer to see the green line sloped a little better. Here I've got the two orange lines going up very steeply, the 2 blue lines going down very steeply. So we've got 4 points here, and we have the green line on top, and the slope of the green line is going up. So we got a point here. So we've got 8 points, 8 points on this. We are just at the halfway mark, so I would consider taking a trade on this. So going back to our analysis, once we have the signal, I want to do a little bit more in terms of determining where the support and resistance is, which is basically getting seeing where the candles seem to naturally stop and what the trend is in order to kind of figure out what this trade is worth. So to do that, I'm going to open up a new chart. And let's write this down. So this was the 100 Great Britain pound. So I am going to just open up a existing chart and put the candles on it. I know I don't have that chart because I've never traded this pair before, so I'm going to put the pair in. Oh, look at that. What kind of trend do you see there? 100 Great Britain pound. All right, I'm going to crunch up the going to crunch up the chart to draw my support and resistance. Horizontal line. So I'm going to just drop a line in, and I'm going to find the spots where the candles seem to naturally stop. So right in here it stops, right in here, and then I'm right over here. And then I'm going to draw a line above and below. So kind of right here, right here, right here, over here. Actually, we're even below that spot. Like right in here a little bit, over here a little bit, over here a little bit. And let's put one above. All right, so now I'm going to pull it back out. So right now I would say that the trend, I don't know, we could go back to here. We're trading in a little bit of an uptrend. We could theoretically, we grabbed it here. Depending on how you want to define the trend, it could be breaking out of the trend. Here's an uptrend on a shorter run. Here it is on a longer run. So it's still within. So we're trading into an uptrend, maybe breaking the uptrend. Now I'm going to pull this closer together so I can see it a little bit better, or pull it apart. And let's open this up. Then I want to know how much room do I have from where the current price is to the next support line. So I've got 11 up and 11 down. So right kind of in the middle. And over the last week, we have an uptrend. Over the last 2 days, you might argue this is a downtrend. The trend helps me figure out how many pips I want to take. So going back here, we want to take a buy. This is weakened since we've looked at it because we've got the kink in the line and the slope is less here. So the next thing I want to do is I want to see if I get support for this signal. And to get support for this signal, I am going to, again, open up a new chart. And I'm going to put multiple time frames of that chart on, look at multiple time frames for that pair. And we are going to open, let's grab one of them. And so that's 100 Great Britain pound. What's going on here? So here's the 1 hour chart. So what I generally look at is what's happening with the 2 hour and the 4 hour chart. And if we are oversold here, I want to see that we're oversold on the 2-hour chart and on the 4-hour chart, and we are. And my thinking is if we're oversold on oh, we already crossed over the hour. If we're oversold on all three, the chances are, even if we miss it on this signal, we will catch it off of here, because it doesn't necessarily have to be going up like it is here, but even if the lines are still going down, as long as we're oversold, it's going to be going up, and it's just a matter of timing. But right now, we have lost. This has started to go sideways, and the miners are going down. So, and we've lost the signal up here. So I don't like the trade. Don't like the trade. So we're going to pass. So this morning we didn't find a trade, and sometimes that happens. I guess I should have stopped with 2 minutes to go to take a look and see if we could have just got a quick scalp trade at the top of the hour, because that's a quick and dirty thing. Whereas with the 10-point trade, it takes some time to go through the analysis, because on the scalp trades, the take profit is predetermined. So on a thick orange line trade, we're looking at, we know it's worth 5 pips off of a 1-hour chart, just like on the 5 and 1 that they teach the lights. That's a 3-pip trade. Here on this trade, on the 10-point trade, it requires us, one, to see the signal, then to kind of calculate what the trade is worth, and then to confirm the signal. So that takes, as you see, that takes about 10 minutes to do once we see the signal. But we're going to pass. So, and sometimes you make money by not losing money. It's not necessarily a loss. There's not a trade every time that you set up and take a look. Let's see if we've got any questions. Looks like the AUD NZD. Let's take a look. AUD NZD. AUD NZD. Not yet. What did you think? A sell on the AUD NZD? Oh, a thick orange line trade. Oh, did I miss it? Well, yeah, thick orange line. I didn't catch what the number is. Like, I don't know how to, I know this sounds retarded, but I don't know how to go back to look at what the last hour, what this number was the last hour. So if we don't see it current, oh wait, is that it? So it was 10, 6. I see. Actually, John, that was a good observation. So it was at 10. So on a thick orange line trade, we're looking for this number to be 10 and these lines to be way up here. When we have both conditions, and we have them here, it's a good trade. And then what happens on the new hour, we want to see this number drop by more than 1. And it did. It dropped by 3.5. So let's take this for a 5-pip sell. So we will not go away empty-handed. So let's open it up. AUD NZD. So I'm going to go to File. new chart because I don't have that chart open. AUD, NZD, not in the second group. So I'm going to go to the third group, AUD, NZD right here. I'm going to go down the second column or second row, click new order. I've got 11,000 in this account. So I am going to make my volume 1.1. I'm just moving the decimal place over 4 spots. So by moving it over 4 spots, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 1.1. And I'm just going to hit market sell. It records it. And now I'm going to go and add my stop loss and take profit. So I go right click, go to modify. This trade is worth 5 pips. 5 pips equals 50 points. I click the blue button. It does the math for me. We use a 4-to-1 stop loss on this because it is accurate about 90% of the time. So if we win 9 trades, we are ahead for 5 pips. We're ahead 45 pips. If we lose one for 20, we're net ahead 25 pips. Now, the only other thing I like to do is make sure I get my full 5 pips. So I'm going to just check the math, 1.0478. So if I'm doing a sell, I'm going to go to 7.73. So I'm going to just adjust this to 7.32. So 5 pips difference. The pip count is this character here. Put it in. And we are good. So to recap, John found a thick orange line trade, which is a little scalp trade. The signal was still good, so we went ahead and took it, even though the top of the hour had passed. That trade is only good at the top of the hour, where we're looking for a 10 and for all the lines to be well above. So we've got a sell on the AUD NZD. Take profit is 1.04732. That is 1.04732. Stop loss is 1.04994. 1.04994. I would expect this trade to close within the next 2 hours. Thank you for being here, and we will see you on Monday evening. Have a great day. Currency trading has changed many, many lives. We can help change yours. If you have questions, reach back out to your coach or reach out to me. Thanks so much. See you Monday evening. Bye-bye.